Hello, in this video, I'm going to be showing you how to find and analyze error patterns by performance level. So let's say that I'm trying to analyze errors in thinking for students that were in the approaches bucket performance level, and I'm trying to target the particular mistakes, the particular errors in thinking that those students are making. That way I can help support their learning and possibly bump them up into the MEETS performance level. So I'm going to do that by opening up, starting on my Analyze tab and drilling down to a particular assessment. Now I'm in as an administrator right now. However, if you're a teacher, you're going to be not clicking on Quick Views, but you would click on All My Students. Once you do that, drill down to a particular assessment. In order to analyze errors in thinking, we want to look at their individual responses. Once I get that quick view, I'm going to click Edit, and on the Columns tab, I'm going to come through and I am going to add a filter to my approaches bucket. If I go ahead and add a filter, I can either select yes or no. Now, if I select yes and I just leave that there, then really that's only gonna filter out any students who did not pass the assessment. Because you remember, when we get these approaches, meets, and masters information in Aware, then it's going to give you a series of yeses and nos to let you know what their actual performance level was. So anybody who scores a meets also has a yes in approaches. Anybody who scores a masters also has a yes in approaches. So I have to do two filters. I'm going to click on meets, and then I'm going to add a filter, and this one I'm going to select no. That way I get only the students who score approaches, because if they have a no for meets, then that means that they're not a meets or master student, they're only an approaches student. And then I can come to summarize, and you can leave on any particular groups that you want, or you can click clear if you're only trying to focus on the individual student or campus data, and click update. And now I have a filtered down list of students who scored in the approaches. I can see that here. They're all approaches, and I can see their individual responses. Now, the best thing to do would be to switch to your school level. That way you can analyze those mistakes. You can find any of those distractors in red that are at or greater than 20%, so that you can analyze those mistakes. So for example, 20% of my approaches students chose F as the correct answer for number 4, and I'm going to want to go ahead and look at question 4 and figure out what kind of mistake were they making that caused them to get so distracted by that question. Same thing on question 8. I've got two distractors, J and F. Since about half of my students, actually more students than actually chose the correct answer, about half of them chose wrong answers. So I want to be able to target those two groups and the error in thinking that they were making. And then I would go through the rest of this assessment, doing that in order to target just those students that were in the performance level of approaches and trying to correct their errors in thinking to improve their performance.